What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is John, and this is my 2021 Ford Explorer ST that I am slowly building. Excuse the dirt, I live in Eastern Ontario, so it's been snowy, road salt, you know, all the fun stuff. Today, we're gonna do a relatively, hopefully, quick and easy mod to the Explorer. I'm sure you saw the hood up. So what we are going to do is a set of Redline Tuning gas hood struts. You might be saying, why are you doing gas hood struts? There's a hood prop on your car, blah, blah, blah. Well, I want gas hood struts. I really don't want to have to mess around with putting the hood prop in. I know it doesn't take long. It's not complicating, etc., etc. It is very nice to be able to just open your hood and watch it go up, and that's it, that's all. It's also gonna look a lot better if I do end up doing any shows. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get into it. I will show you everything that we need, and we'll get going. All right, so here's what you need. First of all, you're gonna need, you know, the struts themselves, which again, I ordered Redline Tuning ones straight off of Amazon. They came with the struts. Here's your different brackets. And they also came with 4 rivets, because we are going to drill the hood and rivet. You're going to need rivet gun, Sharpie. You can get a touch-up paint pen if you want. I do want. A center punch will come in handy. Tape measure. You need a 15mm socket, some tape. I also have an 8mm socket so that we can remove the hood prop when we're done. And you also need a 3/16 drill bit so that you can drill some holes. So yeah, that's everything you need. Not much, should be pretty quick, should be pretty simple. You may or may not want a second person to help you do this. I'm gonna try and do it by myself. Second person really would just be to help you hold things, such as holding brackets so that you can drill holes, or holding tape measure so you can mark lines. I've already marked the lines, wasn't really that bad, but yeah, you might need help. So, we got everything here. I've shown you what we need. I've got the hood open already. Let's go up to the front and let's start doing this thing. All right, so step 1, which I have already done, is you're gonna wanna put some tape up here, look for the square hole, and just go, I don't know, a couple inches up. What you're gonna need to do is from the top of this bracket here up to the tape, you're gonna wanna measure 16 inches, and that's what's gonna give you your first line there. So you're gonna do that on both sides, obviously. And then the next step is you're gonna wanna measure from the outside here across, and you're gonna wanna mark 5 3/4 inches. I messed up kind of. I know my 3/4 line is right in the center there. So that's what you're gonna wanna do. Mine's very subtle, but you're gonna wanna make like an L shape, because the bracket is gonna sit in there so you can mark your hole. So that is step 1. So we're going to grab our bracket, put it up there, we're gonna mark our hole, and I guess we're gonna drill some holes into my hood. All right, so we've got our drill hole marked. We got one here, so it goes on the inside of this L shape. We've done our other one right there. And what you're gonna do to be able to get that is you take your bracket, you line it up in there, and then you just mark your hole. Next, what we need to do, oh, sorry for the sun. Next, what we need to do is we're gonna take our center punch. If you've got one, I mean, again, I highly recommend it. It makes drilling holes a lot easier. We're gonna take our center punch, punch out that hole just to make it a little bit easier to drill through. So let's do that. Okay, so we got the punched, I guess. Now all that's left is drill the hole. No real point in me showing you what I've punched, because you can't really see anything without getting super close, and I doubt that I'll be able to focus on it. So we're gonna take the drill, we're gonna drill our holes where we've marked, and see what happens. All right, so as you can see, I drilled the hole there. So with the holes drilled, because don't really need this tape now that we can't go back, peel your tape off. There. And with the tape peeled off, you can see, obviously we've got the raw metal showing. So I am going to take the touch-up pen that I have, and I am going to just touch that up real quick, make it nice, and paint it over so that it's not exposed. And the touch-up pen I have here is I've got the Motorcraft UM, which is my color code for the Agate Black. I'm sure you can probably get like the Duplicolor branded one. My local shops just didn't happen to have any, so I got the OEM one from Ford. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna brush them in those holes and get them nice and sealed. I lied, almost missed a step. What you're gonna want to do first is take one of the rivets, and you're going to want to test fit it into the hole, obviously, before you paint it. So we're gonna, yeah, see, rivet doesn't quite fit. So we're gonna go get the drill again, and we are going to remount the hole until the rivet will actually fit. Then we can do the touch-up paint. So let's do it. So there, as you can see, our rivet fits nice and snug in there. Same on the driver's side. So now that we've done that, we can go back and we can do the touch-up paint. So we're gonna do that now. All right, so with the paint dry, we can now rivet on our brackets, which I should also add. This should be self-explanatory, but I'm going to talk about it real quick anyways. You do need to drill, obviously, a second hole, since the bracket has 2 holes in it. So what you do for that, or what I did anyways, is I just put the bracket there, and I used one of the rivets to hold it in place, moved it around until it lined up like it was straight with the edge of the hood, and then you just mark your hole and drill your other hole, and then you're good to go. So now what we need to do is we need to take our rivets, and we're gonna go and we need to rivet in the brackets. There's 2 brackets, 4 rivets, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna set you down, I'm gonna go get the riveting done, and yep. So those are all riveted on now. You can if you want to. Again, you don't have to. I'm probably going to, just because I'm just going to hit the rivets with some touch-up paint just to leave them all nice and clean looking. And while that is drying, I'm going to finish up what's left here. Next step is you have to do the lower bracket, which I actually already went ahead and did. So you take off this strut bolt here, and you do the same over on the other side there. That's where you use your 15 mil, and then you just put the bracket on with the ball facing inward. Again, same on both sides. Once you have that installed, reinstall the nut, and then you need to torque it down to 41 foot-pounds. So I guess you need a torque wrench for this, as well as the list of stuff that I gave you in the beginning. I will leave another list down in the description below, just so you've got a full list there of everything that you need, in case you don't buy a kit that lays it out for you and tells you what you need. So since I already have that done, I'm going to hit those rivets with some touch-up paint. Then I'm going to go ahead and install the struts. So let's do it. So with that paint on there, again, you don't have to. Now we just have to move on to doing the struts. So we're gonna grab one first. Go to the front of the vehicle. So there's two ends, obviously. So you're gonna take the thick end, or the body, and you're just going to push it on there. There we go, like so. And then you've got the little end, which I kind of screwed this up a little bit, so I'm just going to set you down so I can compress. Actually, what I'm going to do, come on, get over there. All right, so this will probably work easier with two people, but I don't have two people right now, so just me. Lift it up, there we go. All right. So then you take that end, and you're going to want to spin it and put it on the lower socket. Sorry, the lower ball. Like so. So there's one side down. Then you're just going to repeat with the other side, obviously. So we'll just go back here, grab the other strut. The other strut. Back to the front of the vehicle. And we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side. So we take our big end, so the body goes up top, put the body on, lower end, right on top of that ball. And there you go. So there's the struts. Next, we can take the hood off of this prop rod. Okay, so I made a mistake. I was debating not showing it and just going from scratch again, but then this wouldn't be real. And I want to show you that people do make mistakes, even when you're following instructions, even when you know what you're doing, which I'm pretty competent and do usually know what I'm doing, just sometimes I don't think properly. So, because these struts are on, they're maxed out. Can't lift the hood, can't get the prop rod out of there, so that's nice. So, how do you fix that? There's a couple different ways. You can take a micro screwdriver and you can pop the struts back off. You just have to go up here, pull on those. Same idea as the gas struts for like the hatch of a vehicle. Most of you have probably seen how a gas strut works before. I don't feel like doing that. Since I'm going to take my prop rod off anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take this bolt out, and this bracket is gonna come out, and then I'll be able to take the prop rod out, and that won't be an issue anymore. So yeah, so we'll get the 8 mil. Screw out. It is a little tougher to take off when you've already got the struts on because of the tension from the struts, but nonetheless, you can see we got it loose, and then we can just take our prop rod out just like that. And now, no more prop rod. See, there it is. Now you can either keep the prop rod in case you decide you want to go back to using it, or you can throw it out. I'm weird. I collect all my factory parts, so that prop rod's probably going to sit in my basement until the day that I die. But anyways, there you go. Hood struts are on. So now we just want to check it, make sure they work. Boom. There you go. Then we will go in. We will pop the hood. I really like how there's no more latch in these. It's just a 2-pull on the hood release and the hood opens. So this is going to be interesting. Not sure if it's going to fly up or not. I guess we're about to find out. There we go. So it's released. just like that, which honestly, in my opinion, is how it should have come from the factory. But kind of like the LED lighting for the rear, yeah, that's something else that Ford should have done from the factory, but they didn't. So now I have it. But that's everything. That's the install of a set of Redline Tuning gas hood struts for your 2020 and up Ford Explorer. Again, there are other ones out there that you can get. I just happened to get the Redline Tuning ones off of Amazon. They were priced pretty good and they were quick to ship to me. And well, now that they're installed, I couldn't be happier. So thanks for checking this one out. If you like what you see, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment down below if this is the kind of content that you want to keep seeing, if there's any ideas of other content that you might want to see, or if you have any questions for me. Otherwise, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you check out the next one and all of my other videos. Catch you next time. Peace.